So we are getting prepared. It is, what day is it? It is Wednesday. We are going away next Tuesday for a mini break. We need to harvest some chickens before we go, so we've got less and we've got more in the brooder. They're going to come out here, and the ones left over from here will go in where it's a bit more secure for while we're away. So yeah, we're just getting ready and starting the process of getting ready to leave the homestead. Fighting over the food, feeding time at the zoo. They're not the prettiest birds. YouTubers. So we are really kicking off today. The girls are back from their 4-H. It's been 3 days competing with their animals and whatnot. So we are now on the countdown to going away, leaving the homestead, and it is not an easy task. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I can't leave a mess to come home to, or I won't want to come home. So it is Operation Clean Up and Operation Get Things Done, and also to make the animals easier for somebody else to look after. So there's just random stuff, there's wood to move, there's all sorts going on today. And the weather is not cooperating this weekend, so we've got rain all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So we've now sort of shifted what we were going to do at the weekend to now. So yeah, we've got quite a lot ahead of us today, so I best stop yabbering and get on with it. So Bridget's just doing the morning rabbits, assessing what will be butchered before we go away. Right, these are the doomed ones. Bunny, are you sexing that bunny?
Yeah.
Or trying to?
Yeah.
Trying to sex that bunny. Bunny's not cooperating. Boy or girl?
Female.
Little girl. Oh.
Little boy like that.
No, sorry, these are the ones that are doomed. But I think she's going to butcher them Saturday when it rains, because she won't be doing it outside, she'll be doing it in the shed, so be a better day for it. So Mark has moved the trailer down here for me, and I am picking up that pile of wood there so we can get it over to our seasoning pile. That is so that we can sort of get to being ready to do the final cut of the grass of the season. It's noticeably cooling down. There was a frost warning in New Brunswick, which is the province next door to those that don't know. So I don't know, it's a lot cooler this August than it was last year, but then we had the real heat earlier, so I don't know what the weather's doing. So I just want to start getting things ready, and also once the woodshed's done, we are onto the barn, and we'd really like to break ground this fall, so that we can continue in the spring, and obviously not have to do a frozen ground if there is frozen ground, because you just obviously seem to never know. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with moving this wood, or moving the wood to the trailer, and then Marcus can pull it round to the other side for me and save me some legwork. I got as much as I could on, but yeah, trailer's full. So moving on to something else. I guess I'll be doing this again tomorrow. So these meat chickens, we're going to process about 15 of them before we go away, the biggest ones. So they are going to move into the pigsty where the goats were living once that's mucked out. We're going to deep litter them, and they'll be nil by mouth to clear out their tract before processing. Once they are processed, we will then move the rest of them into the goat / pigsty. Literally everything shares everything here. And then they will be processed once we get back. That will then free up the chicken tractor for, I'm getting so confused here, then free up the chicken tractor to put the brooder chicks, which are in the end. Am I pointing in the right end? That end? hand. Wavy arms for you, Marcus, just as you like it. So they will then go into the meat chicken tractor because they're not very big, so they'll be okay to not have to be moved diligently. We're only away for a couple of days, so they will be happy in there. And then the laying chickens will have the whole area and the brooder, and they'll be ad lib. And they have been on fermented scratch over the summer, but I think they get a bit bored of that, and we want to make sure they're in good condition before the winter. So we're going to be putting some laying pellets back into their diet, and they're going to be ad lib to make sure they're nice and strong for the winter. So Etty is just filling up the barrel so that there's plenty of water while we're away. But
real clean. I washed it out with a sponge, wiped it.
But we will also, the animals will all have like sort of 2 days worth of water, even though they'll be checked on twice a day anyway. Long-term goal is to have a gusser on the roof that fills this up by itself. One project at a time though, eh? Looks like Bridget is progressing really, really well. That is one huge heap. That's going to be great for my garden.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be good in the compost, isn't it, Bridget? Would you like me to empty that for you?
Yeah.
So I'm grabbing some of the wood chip that we made earlier for the rabbitry, and also Etty is at the same time emptying the compost for Bridget. Yay, Bridget has finished stacking that last load of wood because we had reindeer, it just got chucked in here. So that is what, well, 2 cords looks like, but any odd shaped ones kind of got over here, and we've kind of got kindling, so a bit under. Well done, Bridget. So I'm just clearing the bark and stuff that left over from the last delivery. There's a few logs there, and I'll get them up there. And then the bags I'm going to stick this side, because I think this weekend we're hoping to put 2 more posts in, slightly wider apart, so that we could put in a lawn tractor if we wanted to at some point, and kind of use it as a little parking bay in the summer. So yeah, I'm just going to get as much prepped as I can while it's dry, so that we can work in there in the rain if need be. Right, that's as clear as it's going to get for a bit. Picked up the wood, that's ready for the next load of wood. That's the seasoning wood and the woodshed. So just to clear up the pile of odd stuff that doesn't stack so easy. Little tiny kind of go faster wood. It looks like the girls have got the one separated for the weekend, or some. It doesn't look like there's 15 there. And they're separated for Saturday. We've just got the bit at the back really to muck out. We've got wood chip in already, so most of the pigsty's mucked out. It's not been used over the summer really, so hopefully we'll have piggies again in here for the autumn and winter. There were only actually 13 that were ready to be culled this weekend. The rest are a bit small. So where they were in the electric fencing, because we had the trouble with the raccoons early on, which we've not seen since, because they were in the electric fencing, we found that people were less willing to hop over the fence or turn the fence off and go and feed them. So where they get fed more if they're closer to the house and you see them, and then every time someone walks past they feed them. I really think we need to sort out a hopper situation for next year, and obviously we're going to put a hopper in anyway whilst we're away, because the little tiny brooder chicks will go in here. So yeah, it's just another thing where I find if we don't put the proper stuff in to start with, we're actually doing more work, because it's, you know, it just doesn't work quite so well. So hopefully we'll get stuff set up, and going forward I think next year we'll run 2 chicken tractors and we'll do them both at the same time, and then I'm not tied to the homestead quite so much in the summer and go out and about day trips and stuff. So yes, that is the plan. So super pleased, a little bit of progress, got ready for the rain to come. Hopefully this side is clear enough for Marcus to do the posts. These are the small logs that were just sort of littered around, and I've kind of put them together, so they'll probably get turned into kindling, I imagine. But I don't want to start stacking them because I want the good wood in here and the backup wood on the outside. So I just got to pick up a couple of little piles of bark and brush. This is all bags of just bark and stuff for lighting the fire, so these can just get stacked up out of the way. And beginning of the season, when it's not really that cold, you just want to light the fire in the morning for like an hour or two. I'll probably start using just the iffy wood and leave the real wood for the deep dark winter. So the goats have gone back for the autumn and the fall, and Bridget is repurposing their feed bin as a water bin.
And that one.
And she's made them a little trough.
Well,
Repurposed the goat trough.
yeah. And then have you seen all these ones dust bathing?
Hopefully they'll be cleaner.
Getting
Well,
clean.
Daddy's bringing the sawdust tonight, so that's clean wood chip. But once we get the sawdust in there, they'll clean up and it won't be so hard to process them.
Actually, have you seen Bridget's genius idea?
Yeah,
Just put some wood there so you can lift it off. Actually, have you seen the bleaching
Great.
dust bathing? Can you take the bleaching? You guys having fun? We're having lots of fun, Mum.
so we've been busy with 4-H and the grass is growing again. And we are due a lot of rain this weekend, so we're making a head start on this, and we're really, really fortunate that Annie came and gave us a hand and actually, with his ride on, sorted out the front garden for us, which was amazing and a massive help. I don't think we would have got it done in time because we then ended up getting rain on the Friday that wasn't due. I'm also starting to move the wood that needs seasoning over to our wood area now. The girls have just rehung the gate to the rabbit tree so it swings. And Bridget is putting in a little pathway here. Got some fresh wood chip I've just wheeled round.
Put a workable lock on here so you can just twist it.
Oh, I like it. That's a good idea.
I need something thicker than this though.
And I actually moved the barrel up here earlier, so the barrel's closest to the animals. Ta-da! The pathway is finished. Look at
I
that.
managed to convince her to do that part.
It's like a red carpet. Oh, actually, that's quite nice. Yeah, I like that.
She told me I had to grab all the stuff.
This is my cabin in the woods.
The stones. Wow, my rabbit tree on property.
Rabbit tree in the woods. Oh, hi bunnies.
So we've got future breeders. We've got Cocker and babies. And then we've got Blueberry who makes all the breeders and the babies.
And then all the grow outs.
The grow outs, ready for butcher, and Queen who's pregnant. So she's tired and she's getting ready for a due date.
Moving the wood from the bottom of the garden is quite high on the list because it gets quite wet down here, and obviously we've got due a lot of rain, and then when we come back from PEI headed into autumn we'll obviously be due a lot more rain. Those the brakes?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you darling. They're so cute.
We got another 15 there.
Don't tell mummy. She said no more chickens.
So we got these 15.
And then there were 15 that were unwanted.
There was an unwanted lot of another 15. So we got 2. We got 30.
So that's that trailer unloaded. So we've got a first stack there, and we've managed to top up this stack here along. So this is next year's preparedness. Hopefully going to do the base Sunday, so we can stack the dry stuff in there. Hopefully we'll load the trailer today with the dry stuff, and we're just going to tarp it, so it's going to rain all weekend. So we'll just allow it to tarp. We'll be able to work in the woodshed under the roof and stay dry Sunday. Sunday's going to be less, hopefully, supposedly. And then, yeah, at least when we get back from our time away, we can get on with a different project or the sidings and just feel like we're a little bit more prepared and buttoned up and actually have things cleared up. It really is a cat's life. So it's not supposed to be raining, and it is. So we've come in for a cup of tea, and I think it's going to push off. I hope it's going to push off, because we are not done. The kitties, they're quite happy. I think Bridget's getting a bit carried away with her little path. She's wood chipped all the way up to the chicken coop, lined up her fermented buckets. Did you get carried away, Bridget?
My peat.
Oh, that's your peat for the
My dust bath.
dust bathing. You let the meat chicks out.
1:30 for butchering. And then Kaz.
And they've got sawdust in there now, that's good. So moving on to the next pile of wood. This has been cut a year, so it's been seasoning for a year. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. I think some of the wood we got in the April, so just over the year. So this is going to go in the new bay that we do on Sunday. So let's get stacking. Before we go away, Marcus wants to hand back the equipment that he's borrowed. He's going to give this an oil change. So he wants to warm it up, so there's a few bits to be split just around the property that he can warm up before he does the oil change. So that's it loaded. Got those two to go, but they're not going to happen this weekend, and it's all clear from all the split wood. So slowly this woodyard is coming under control.
Vitamins and history books, psychology and a different way to look at it all. 'Cause my perspective is broken. If suffering's a way to earn your keep, I better start putting miles on my feet. But I'm so tired of wandering. Yeah, I'm lost, but I'm living.
Getting ready for the rain, putting the gutters on, but this one got mushed by a tree with Fiona.
They just want screwing back.
Yeah, might want longer screws, I think.
No, just want screwing in there.
Bend it out. As we have multiple groups of chickens now, we obviously, as we're going away, need water containers for them that are slightly bigger. So Marcus is just fitting some more nipple drinkers.
We've tried the cups.
Yep.
We've tried the...
Dinner's ready.
Oh, better run. Yeah, we've tried the cups. We've tried the float cups. Hang on. We've tried pretty much every type of Amazon. Really, the best ones we've found are
The square ones.
the little red squares that sit horizontally. They find they have enough compression, and they sit up. They sit up high enough that any sediment or anything in the bottom of the barrel
Just collects in the bottom.
collects fine. But the ones that go in the bottom of the barrel that have the dangly down nipples end up just getting dirt clogged up and stuff like that.
Our chickens are too messy.
Yeah. So these are the better ones we found.
Yeah.
We can just do this. So drill the hole, make sure there's not a burr on that edge. Make sure there's a bit on that one. There isn't now. There you go.
Yay.
So they just screw like that. Actually, as the chickens eat,
They peck it.
they peck it.
Super. Can we eat now?
Yes.
So that's it for this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.